Well, let's get more perspective on what Alec Baldwin had to say from legal analyst Lisa Green. Lisa, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, as a strictly legal matter, it's pretty unorthodox for someone to sit down and do a television interview like this while the investigation is still ongoing, and it's a bit risky.
A little risky, but not necessarily the end of the world. The risk a lawyer would tell Alec Baldwin about is you're memorializing your version of events. And if down the road, in a moment of reflection, as you hear other witnesses come forward, if you want to change any element of your story, you are now vulnerable to a jury or an insurance company or a judge saying, well, which version is true?
Yeah, because even minor inconsistencies, somebody can hold up the prior interview in a cross-examination and try to pin him down. So it is a bit legally risky.
That's right. That's the credibility test. On the other hand, Baldwin clearly thought that he deserved an opportunity to tell his story, and what a story it is.
Well, I have to say, you know, he's got lawyers, and certainly his lawyers know that it can be risky to do an interview like this, but it's not the only consideration. There's a public relations kind of matter here. There's getting his side of the story. Does that matter at all?
It might matter. You know, jurors, let's say this case went to a jury, are instructed, and I believe they generally listen to the admonition, leave everything outside, listen to what happens in this courtroom. But that could be months or years away. So now Baldwin has had a chance to tell his side of the story. It's an extraordinary story. What happens now, of course, is that experts dissect what he said, particularly about firing the gun.
Well, let's talk about that, because he says he actually didn't pull the trigger. He had cocked back the hammer of the gun, and then when he let it go, off the gun goes. It seems to me the real issue is here, regardless of how the gun was fired, why was there a live round in there?
No, that's exactly right. And Baldwin himself said that's the mystery we need the answer to. But, you know, in a civil suit, liability can be a chain. And for sure, no one is suing this gun civilly, nor will the gun be held criminally responsible. So a lot more questions that can be answered now, Savannah, by examining the gun and talking to munitions experts who can opine about Baldwin's version of events. Is it possible that a gun can fire this way? I bet there'll be experts on both sides of that story.
We know there's going to be civil liability. There are already lawsuits. The question is whether there'll be a criminal case. Real quickly, I'll put you on the spot. You don't have to say who, but do you think there will be criminal charges in this case against anybody?
You know, the standard's so high because you need criminal intent. I'm guessing no.
All right. Lisa, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.